Hi everyone, Ryan here from Fight Game Analysis, and today we are going to be talking about the upcoming fight between Michelle Waterson and Marina Rodriguez. But before we get into that, if you've been enjoying the content, please go ahead and click on the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate your support. Alright, so we've got a fight coming up here between Michelle Waterson and Marina Rodriguez. Now this was originally just scheduled to be a normal fight on the card, but then Corey Sandhagen versus TJ Dillashaw fell out as the main event due to Dillashaw having to pull out. So then this one got bumped up, and it's now going to be the main event. Now, this is an interesting fight. Typically, it's not something you'd see in the main event just because of the draw that both women have, the popularity. You think of Marina Rodriguez, very good fighter, but let's be honest, overall, she's not really that well known. Michelle Waterson, on the other hand, she is pretty popular, big following on social media and stuff. So, you know, hopefully it'll be a big enough card and give a lot of women the exposure that they both deserve. Taking a look at both fighters, let's start out with Marina Rodriguez. As I just mentioned, she's a really good fighter. Not a lot of people know her, but man, she can fight. Her background is in Muay Thai. Back in Brazil, she was a national Muay Thai champion, and you can see it in the style that she uses. She comes out there, she's tall, she's long for the division, likes to use a nice teep kick, fight at distance. Crisp, sharp striking. One thing that really stands out to me about her striking is her hands. Man, they are fast, they're smooth. She's got good combinations, strong right hand. You saw the right hands that she was able to land against Cavillo and against Esparza. Like, she's able to go out there and she's able to do really good work. Speaking of Cavillo, her fight against Cavillo, I should say, one of the things that really stood out to me about that was her work inside the clinch. Now, when she locked up in the clinch, she did exactly what you would expect of a Muay Thai champion. She got in there, she frames up well, pushes her forearms off, and then just controls the plum around the back of the neck and just lands nasty knees. They were beautiful, you know, going straight up the middle, trying to bring them around the guard. She did some good work with him in there. And the other thing about that fight was Cavillo was she was able to get up when Cavillo took her down. You know, I think that was a surprise to a lot of people, but it showed that although she might not be like some super submission threat on the ground or something like that, she's also not going to be a fish out of water. You take her down, she's going to have an answer for it. You know, the same thing happened in her fight against Carla Esparza. I mean, Carla Esparza is a celebrated wrestler going into MMA. She's been able to do a lot of great work with her wrestling since she's been in MMA. Rodriguez was able to get a reversal against her. You know, like that's pretty impressive stuff. On the other hand, you've got Michelle Waterson. Pretty popular fighter, been around for a long time, even fought for the belt back when Joanna had it. Now, going into this fight, she's definitely going to be the smaller woman. I mean, at one point in her career, she actually made atom weight, 105 pounds. I don't think Rodriguez could ever make that weight. So, although Waterson's been fighting here for a while, her body's definitely acclimated to the weight. Between the two of them, I think she's definitely the smaller woman. Her style, same thing, really relates to her background. You look at her background, it is in traditional martial arts, particularly karate, and that's the way she fights when she goes out there. She loves being on the outside, fighting that points-based style. She's got really fast hands, really fast kicks, particularly off that front leg. She's got a lot of dexterity with it. She can bring it around the guard. She can bring it over the shoulder and down. She can do a lot of things with it that you don't see a lot of fighters typically do. She's also able to land some great counters. Fighters come in, try to rush her, try to bully her a little bit. She's got some quick little punches that she can throw to keep people off of her. But ultimately, she does like to come forward. That's when she does her best work. If you can keep her on her back foot, you can keep her not at the distance that she likes to be at, she gets in a lot of trouble. That's really what we saw when she fought Joanna. Joanna was able to get her in the clinch and bully her. She was able to land some elbows. She was able to keep her on her back foot and just, you know, kind of be the ring general in there, kind of be the boss. And it completely threw Waterson off. But when she's at her best, like in her fight when she's, you know, against Felice Herring, or even at times in that fight with Angela Hill, like in the second round, she's going to be on the outside. She's going to be fighting that points-based style. She's going to be able to get her shots off. She's quick. She's able to see things. She's able to read situations. She prefers to kind of fight at that distance and fight in spurts. You know, that being said, she's also started to implement some takedowns and some wrestling into her game as it's progressed a little bit, as she's gotten older. Again, going back to that fight with Joanna, she had some really good takedown technique. Now, Joanna had better takedown defense, and she actually didn't get her down, wasn't able to do good work there. But her technique was on point. Her entry was good. She was able to read situations well. Joanna was just the better fighter, better athlete. So Waterson didn't get her way. Going into this fight, what are these two going to look like when they lock into the cage? I'm taking Marina Rodriguez in this one. I think she's going to shine in basically every area. I think she's the better striker. I think she's the more versatile striker. I think she's got faster hands. I think she's got better technique when it comes to her punching in her hands. I think she's going to be able to, particularly that right hand. I mean, you look at it, Angela Hill, even Carla Esparza were able to land right hands against Michelle Waterson. I think that's going to be open all day long for Rodriguez. I think she'll be able to get in there and land that right hand nice, land it with some power. I mean, how much power does she have in it? How good is that right hand? All we need to do is take a look back at her fight with Amanda Ribas. It was that right hand that just smoked her caught her right in between her punches. Right in between Ribas's punches, Rodriguez caught her with that beautiful right hand, stung her, and then was able to go down there and finish her up. Right? Big catapult for her career. Ribas is obviously super popular. She's also on this card, actually. But I think that right hand is going to be big against Michelle Waterson. Waterson gets caught with a lot of them. Rodriguez is aggressive. I think she'll be able to come in there and work it. I think she's going to be able to take the fight where she wants it, in the sense that she's not going to let Michelle Waterson fight on the outside at her distance and engage when she wants to engage. Rodriguez is aggressive. She's going to come forward. She's going to keep Waterson on her back foot for the most part, and that's really not going to play well. She did not look good when that happened with her against Joanna. I don't think she's going to look good when Rodriguez does it. If they get into the clinch, I think Rodriguez is the stronger woman. She'll be able to land those knees. Her takedown defense, I wouldn't necessarily say it's great, but from what she showed against, with Cavillo, I think she'll definitely be able to get up, even if she does get taken down. Michelle Waterson isn't known as some, person with this great top control, some kind of heavy pressure where she's in there landing this significant ground and pound. So that's not really her game. I don't think that's going to be her game to take it there. She may try to here and there at points in the fight if she thinks she can get it, but ultimately, I don't think it's going to work out for her. I don't think she'll be able to win a fight doing that. I see Rodriguez being able to comfortably win this fight in probably every area that it goes to. So let me know what you guys think. Is this going to be an easy win for Rodriguez, or is this going to be Michelle Waterson just notching another victory on her belt? And who knows, eventually coming up and challenging for the belt again.